Hello. Shall we begin? I think we shall, because I love Spyro the Dragon. It's a great game. It's a fantastic game. God, I highly recommend it to anybody that likes platformers, collectathons, any of that. Anyway, I'm super excited, super pumped. Let us begin. Okay. Console. No, you don't. What? What are you talking about? You can see the game. I can see the game, I mean. Hang on. There is a signal because I am looking at the game right now. Or I'm looking at the screen right now. Pause it. Allow this. So the thing about this is, right? Hey. I am using my PS2 to play my PS1 game. Which is, of course, Spyro. Because I've had this game for years. There we go. Thank you. Good. Okay. There's a little lag between what you see and what I see, but I have, you know, a file there. I have the only other file that I have 3 files on this memory card, so I'm gonna have to delete the file that I was using for YouTube. Whoops. There we go. Which is fine, because, you know, I'm not playing it for just YouTube anymore. Oh! By the way, I know my background thing is very minimal. Oh, jeez. What? Yeah, calm down. You can do it. See, the thing about the Elgato, there we go, is like, it was doing that a lot. That was weird. I've gotta figure out if this is capturing the sound. Yeah! Spyro! 1 second. Okay, it is. Ever since that one time, I now am deeply afraid that this thing will not capture the audio. It's the Elgato. Alright. Oh, it's so good. New game. Yeah, overwrite. Also my memory card keeps like phasing in and out, but I keep blowing it, so it keeps working, so it's gonna be fun.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple.
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
Yeah! I think this was the age before subtitles were a thing. So, I'm gonna try my best to be very, very quiet. Yeah, way before. Very, very quiet for most of the dialogue, because it's all gold. Or at least I think so. Here we go. First dragon.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Newark? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah. Okay. So the main point of this game is to find dragons. To save the dragons. Because you didn't get zapped by Nasty Norks. Or Ganasty Ganorks. Crystal Beam. So, yeah. But the other point is to collect all of the treasure, because dragons love treasure, duh! Idiot! What are you, not a dragon man? Don't you know? Dragons love treasure.
Where's Nasty Newark? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
So he tells you about Sparks' health and all that. Or you get hit, you're fine. I don't know if you can do this yet. I don't think so. Whoops. No, you can. Cool. That's the way to get to the Speedway Challenge, which I will not do first. Because that is not technically the first level. I mean, it can be. You can go in whatever order you want, which is great, by the way. Because collectathons were always like that. Do whatever you want. As long as, you know, you have the access to it. Oh God, I love this game. I 100% this game at least once every year.
Cool, Flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Right. In order to access this, which is the boss of the world, you need to get more dragons. That's fine. Okay. By the way, in later Spyro games, they add a hover, which makes it so that jumps are like extremely easy, or need to be entirely more precise, which is fine, you know? That's the ferry guy, or the boat, hot air balloon guy who lets you go to different worlds. But the, this game didn't have the hover system. So usually in the other games you would glide by pressing X and X, and then you would press triangle to hover, right? You do that, but when you press triangle, you immediately drop, which is good for platforms where you have to do some preciseness, but bad if you're used to this, you know, 2 and 3's controls. It's fine. There's 100 treasure in this stage, if I remember right. I'm gonna get it all before I do anything. And all the dragons. There's a few dragons. And if you notice, the guy who did SpongeBob's voice, Tom Kenny, I think? He does the voice of Spyro, and the guy who does the voice of Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob also does voices of some of the older dragons.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide, and don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers.
Oh, that.
God, this game is so... It makes me so happy. So... You know, most of the dialogue is totally unnecessary from the older dragons that you save. Most of it. There's a couple things that it's like, alright, well... There's actually one bit of dialogue that I'll point out way later, that is pretty self-aware and nice. Okay, whoops. But yeah, most of it I don't need to hear because I know how to play the game, and I've, you know, beaten it several times and continued to. But I'll do it for those of you who watch who have never seen Spyro before in your life, ever. Because it's a good time, and you should give it a try for yourself. Let's see. 94. Oh, I know. I didn't go into the maze. Or quote-unquote maze. Extra life. There we go. That's all the treasure and all the dragons. Boom. There's another collectible in this game, but we are not able to get that in this stage. So let's go to the first level, Stone Hill. All right. Fuck off. So. God, it's so good. By the way, it might just be because I'm used to it and nostalgic, but Spyro controls well. He feels like a four-legged creature.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spryo.
I have no idea what he said. I didn't hear it at all. He was talking too low, and I have a fan going. Which I don't think I need going right now, I'll be honest. I'm gonna turn my fan off. Also gonna get myself a cold soda. Because I can. Because I didn't give myself coffee today. Anyway. Oop. So in typical collectathon fashion, you get the things, you get the end of the level things, which there are no things that just take you out of the level. I shouldn't have come down here yet. I don't have the key. I know where that is, though.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Watch his color. He needs to eat butterflies to stay strong. Like me. Sure. Okay. So yeah, Sparks eats butterflies. But where do the butterflies come from? You probably saw. They come out of little creatures. Fodder. Like sheep. So, he doesn't eat them unless he needs them, which is good. I guess. They didn't have the he will always eat butterflies thing until 2. Where if you eat like 10 of them in a row after like or on the 10th one or after the 10th one, they turn into like 1-ups. They changed a lot in 2, but it was for the better, honestly. 2 is by far a superior game. Whoa, hey, you calm down. Because it just added so much. It was great. Which I will be willing to play as well. It's gonna go on the list after this. on the poll list. But I just, man, it's so good.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
Yeah, exactly. So you press the X button at the top of your jump, you press the X button again, you do the glide, you get the place you need to go. It's great. Triangle to drop. It's very good. Whoops. The camera is controlled by the left trigger and the right trigger. Or L2 and R2. And, instead of, like, having... Oh, there he is! There's the thief. There we go. There's a little trick you can do that I've found in my years of... You see Spyro's model? You see that flame model? You can charge flame and you'll do that little stop. But you can do that in a charge. And if you're going, it'll travel with you. So you can hit thieves who run around and try and have stolen the dragon eggs, which is the final collectible of the game. I don't think you really get anything special. I don't remember if you get anything special for collecting everything, but I always do it because, well, you know, why else? There is that one final level, I guess, but I don't know if you get that only from getting the treasure. But yeah, this level is very small. Easy for kids to just go, oh, I found the end of the level, just leave. Not look for everything because there's a lot going on. A lot. Okay. Oops. And the camera's not too bad in this game, in fact. It's a little weird to get used to after, if you've never played a game that doesn't use the right analog stick for the camera. Because I know that it's a little annoying when you can't, but...
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
No thanks. See ya. Yeah, you are. So yeah, you wouldn't think, like, oh man, there's a thing. Unless you notice the sparkle trail from the whirlwind there. Right there. But you definitely can get up here. Or back there, in order to get the key, in order to get this. So yeah, even though the levels are a little limited, there's a lot of exploration you have to do. And it's great. There we go. 200 out of 200. We got the dragons, we got the egg. We are on our way out. Boom. So yeah, the other thing about enemies in this game, as you can see, they respawn. And you would think, oh, do they drop more treasure? No, they drop these little orbs. And once you get a certain amount of them, I don't know the exact count because I don't pay attention to that, you get an extra life. Let's go to Dark Hollow, why not? I think you need to do at least 2 levels before beating the boss. And then there's a amount that you need of something in order to get the balloon person to go. Dark Hollow introduces metal. Of course, For a small enemy, it doesn't matter, because small enemies can be charged easily. But there are bigger enemies as well. This one just has a shield, so it's fine. You know. As you can see, you charge small enemies, or you can flame them. But only big enemies can be flamed. It's a neat system, I love it. Good way of dealing with enemies.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
Yep. All the dragons explain just gameplay stuff, basically. Except for a few that are just kind of there. Those are the ones that just go, thank you for releasing me. And that's it. That's all they do. There we go. Light the fires. Get the treasure. Do the dragon thing. So as you can see, this guy, he has metal all over him, so he's protected except for his back. This is neat. Orcs are dumb. Especially when they're Norks and not actually orcs.
Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the triangle button when you want to zoom in and look around. Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Oh yeah. So, it really doesn't have much of a use in this game, but if you hold triangle, you can like go first person. So I mean, I guess it's helpful for like looking for secrets if you need to like look in a certain area and can't get the camera to move correctly. But other than that, it's basically useless in this game. It's not until 2 where you can use it to target when you have things in your mouth. Because in 2, you get to, you know, go put some, like, a rock in your mouth, and you can spit it. And it can be an attack. Or if you get, like, a fire power-up, and you, or a fireball power-up, and you can aim with it. There's a lot of cool things in 2. I won't talk too much more about it. I think. I don't know. I'll probably talk about Spyro in general, mostly. But yeah, I've had this game since I was a tiny child, and dear God, it has served me well. I don't know how much it was when my parents got it for me, but it has retained its value and some, in my opinion. And honestly, I don't know if that's just nostalgia or if that's... Because I honestly think that objectively, this game is just solid as fuck. Solid, solid, solid. All around.
Big enemies like this Gnorc with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
And they do the repetition in order for you to remember it. For those tiny kids that can't remember things. You know. You know the ones. I'm also going to try not to die in this, even though, you know, there are times where I'll just accidentally fall off a ledge or something and die. Because even though you're a dragon, you can't fly. You can only glide because you're young. You're a kid. Why could you, how could you fly? Without magic. We'll get to magic later. Yeah. 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 But yeah, no, like overall, I find that this is a very, very good platformer. Objectively. Although I don't know if it's objective, of course. Oh, goodness. Oop. Might as well. As you can see, I'm doing everything but the boss first, because it just feels right. Just feels right. Town square. Okay. Yeah, the thing about this game is that I can probably finish it in one session if I just played until the end. Like, it's not too hard to find everything.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, these bulls actually, like, I'm pretty sure they just do damage to you if you charge them. Though I'm not entirely sure about that, because I usually just flame them, because getting close to them is a little bit dangerous for your health. That's okay. Yeah, these beginning levels, pretty small, pretty easy to get through. Not too much going on.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Oh, did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing X?
Yes,
at
yes.
the very top of your jump.
Oh. Flames just reach longer, so it's way easier to stay out of range of attacks and stuff. Makes sense, you know? Alright. Then, like, if you're a kid, you're like, why is this here? You just go like this. Then you can go get this thief. There we go. Like I said, if you do the flame and then immediately charge, you get a longer flame, in a way, before the hitbox goes away. Very, very useful. Makes the thieves so much easier to manage. There we go. So yeah, it's not like, you know, your Mario 64s where you get things and then you have to go somewhere.
Thank you for releasing
He has
me.
nothing to say. And he's also another, like, you'll see the same dragon over and over. Which is fine. You know, you can only have a certain amount of models, I guess.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
So yeah, dragon eggs they're just like another collectible in this game. In, later on, they actually play a more important role. As being another collectible, but also being... Oh no, that's everything. What am I doing? Yeah. Good. I did it. I shouldn't doubt myself. I did it. Cool. Alright. Now I'll show off the Speedway. I gotta make sure that this is saving, and that it's still using my memory card. I don't want my memory card to just, like, die or something, you know? That would be really, really annoying. So, I already opened this up before, but you have to reopen it if you don't do the thing. Hey, Yankee. So, Sunny Flight is the first Speedway challenge thing. This is a timed challenge where you have to do do a series of objectives in an order that is fast in order to like beat it. I don't remember what the order is ever in this one, so I just kind of go. And I don't think X speeds you up, but I fucking tap it to flat. Because it just gives me solace. Right, that's not the way you go. Is it? I don't know. We're gonna go out. It's completely out of order right now. That's fine. Should be fine at least. I hope it's fine. Oh. Okay. Thought there was only 2 that were going the same way. That's fine. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. We're gonna do it. I don't usually fail these. Please don't make me a fool on my own stream. By the way, you go for planes last, apparently. Oops. There we go. I never remember. I play this game so much, and I just never remember. Good. Okay. Now we go for the chests. And done. Easiest shit in my life. God, it's so good. Get a total of 300 gold. Try again. No need. There's obviously a faster way to do it, but I always forget. I never go trains first, even though that seems right now. I never do. Alright. So that's every level save the boss level. So let's go do the boss. This one, I have the potential of dying. Hopefully I don't. Yeah. Last level. Toasty! Alright. These... Okay, so these shepherds we've seen before, obviously. But these dogs, dude. These dogs... Ooh, okay. These dogs are, like... the worst things to fight because they take 2 hits. And you have to, like, move away from them because they're actually quite fast. And they will hit you after you hit them. Ah, da, da, da. Ooh, do, 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 do. So you gotta do like a circle or just immediately back away. They were my worst nightmare as a kid. And they're still plenty annoying. Oh, there we go. Because you can't charge them. If you charge them, you just get splatted. There we go. Good. There's also coming up just a dick move in the placement of enemies. I will show you real quick. So, if you go out here, you're like, ah, geez, there's a ledge here, right? Go over here. There are these dogs in this area where, like, you could just walk off, man. They give you enough space, but like at the same time, you're kind of like, if you're new to it, you're just like, oh no, I don't want, and then you misstep, and then you fall off, and then you die. Lose life. You know? I remember doing that, at least. There he is.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
Not true at all. Most devious. Maybe true. Toasty is like one of the easiest bosses in the game. Because it's just a sheep. It's just a sheep on stilts. You got tired of being toasted, obviously. Got some stilts and a big scythe and a big pumpkin head. Easiest thing in the world. And that's the boss. That's the boss of the artisan world. And that's everything. First world is already down and it's only been a half an hour. Later things are going to be a little harder. I promise. I promise. Alright. Go talk to Marco. Yeah, his thing was like you have to rescue a certain amount of dragons in order to go to the Peacekeeper's world. Definitely want to go there. Next stage. Or area, or whatever. Hub world, I guess, more so. There we go.
Welcome to Peacekeeper, Spyro. Look how our treasure has been turned against us and stolen. Recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
So, as you can see, there are different types of dragons in these different worlds as well. Because that one was like a big burly one in the Peacekeeper's world. It's neat. And these Norks are all soldier-esque. They have cannons, which you can use. They home because it's not an exact science. PS1 days. But, yeah. Oh, Sparks, pick up the thing. Thank you. Dry Canyon. As is my custom, I will not do the levels until I have killed everything and gotten the treasure and all the dragons in the area. As is my custom. I like completing an overworld before completing any levels. And if I can't, then I just do it to the best of my ability, you know? Stab. Oops. There we go. Yeah, by the way, they hide in these tents and they moon you after you burn the tents down.
Hi, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
And again, repetition for the kids that need it, you know? It's okay. There we go. But yeah. Oh, woo. Don't do that. You get 3 hits before your before Sparks disappears. And then you die if you get hit again. So you gotta be a little careful. Also, the best part about this, right? The best part about collecting this treasure is if you're so far away that you can't see the treasure, you can still see that glint. If you noticed, you can still see the glint of it. Like, I can't show you like this because I just picked it all up. But I'll try to find something. There's nothing behind this, is there? No, okay. Okay, those ones right there. So you see all the way in the back, oh, all the way over here. You can see those glints. You can't see the models of the gems, but you can see them glinting in the distance. I think that's great. You'll always know where the treasure is. Boop. No chance. I will save those dragon eggs. Can't stop me.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some...
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
This is not the face of the Skylanders, Spyro we know and love. Fuck off. Shut up, Zero Storms. How you doing? Alright. This is probably one of the most tricky jumps. And it's not even that bad. Zero Storms, you already missed me completing the whole first area. I'm already done with it. It's this is the second area of the game. Woo! Okay, we're good. Oh, I didn't get those. Whoops. There we go. That's 200. I just woke up. Fair enough. Yeah, that's everything there. I'm already 17% through the game, by the way. Oh, it's gonna feel real good when that's a full 100. I'm gonna try not to finish it today, and we'll finish it. It'll probably only be max of 2 sessions, because I'm probably gonna be able to get through most of this game today. You know. So is this gonna last 2 streams? Honestly, it might. It might, because I know this game so well, too well, man, too well. Spyro 1 is not that long.
Thank you for
You're welcome. Yeah, it's not that long a game. Sadly. Whoop. Oh, I gave the thief a head start. Whoops. Oh shit. Misjudged. This one is the one that is a little harder to get because he gets that head start. There we go. Ouch. Sorry about that. I hit the mic with my can of soda. So does that mean we need another I Love stream next week, or will you be able to do Pokemon Emerald then? Or maybe next Spyro if you need more time. I'll post the poll again, basically. If I finish it Thursday, which it looks like I might, I'll post the poll again, and Spyro 2 will be on there. So you can vote for whatever you want. Whoa. But, it's honestly whatever you guys want. You know, whatever majority wants. Oop. There we go. There we go. Okay. We want Skylanders. I don't have that, and I will never get that. So no. No Skylanders. They ruined Spyro. I will never forgive them for that. Never, ever, ever. They ruined his design. They don't even use him for anything anymore. You remember when Skylanders first came out? Spyro was on the commercials all the time. Then they just took him away, like they never put him back, because he's not associated with it anymore, really, because he didn't sell it. It was the fact that they were toys. That's what sold it. And even then, they're not even that good. In my opinion. Some people like them, and that's fine. You know, you like what you like, but... I wonder if anyone actually plays it. I never heard anyone say anything about it ever. It's because there's nothing to say about it, you know? It's not like a thing that you talk about. It's just a game. People have collected all those figures. I know Aaron from the Game Grumps has a bunch of Skylanders figures. Because he likes them. And that's fine, you know? It's just I have a vendetta against them because they ruined Spyro. They ruined the shit out of it. Oh yeah, I need the key. I know where that is. I just want Insomniac to get... By the way, this is an Insomniac game. That's why it's good. The first 3 are Insomniac games. And Insomniac knew how to make Spyro. And dear God, I want them to get it back. I want them to remake it, basically. Or remaster it, I mean. Hell, remake it too. Just give me more Spyro. Give me good Collectathon Spyro again. Not fucking Enter the Dragonfly garbage. Not any more of that Legend of Spyro stuff, which was an action game, which was fine, I guess, but, like, not what I want whatsoever.
Dry Canyon rewards good gliders. You are a good glider, eh, Spyro?
I was born to glide.
I was born to fly. Don't you hump me. I'm saving your ass. By the way, as a kid, I looked at this and I was like, that's just a wall, right? There's nothing you can do here. Fucking kid me didn't know. You gotta go around it. Kid me never looked. When I first played.
Incredible glide, Spyro. I thought I'd be stuck here forever with those ugly vultures standing on my head. Those birds might look tough, but they're pretty tasty. Flame broiled, with a pinch of salt.
See, some of them just have interesting dialogue. Here's the key. Talking about roasting birds. Alright, let's go get that chest. So I believe that is everything I'm missing. I believe. Should be. You only need 400 here. Oh, right. I never went in here. What am I doing? I'm an idiot.
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing so much about? Ever since you're a wee puff of smoke, we've known,
You've known?
I forget.
Ever since you were a little puff of smoke, we've known, you've known? I forget. Did he want to eat you? Isn't that dragon cannibalism? No, he wanted to eat the birds. There we go. By the way, as much as I hate GameStop, I was given these GameStop controllers a long time ago. They have been holding up for the entirety of my PS2 life. I'm missing 5. No. No. I should not be missing 5. Where did I not take a treasure? It's not over there. Where did I not go? Oh, right there. Yeah. That's fine. It's fine. For a second there, I was like, what? I'm good. I got it. There we go. Almost forgot about that. The speedrun is terrible. I never claimed a speedrun. Don't you do that. I don't speedrun. Just play the game. Wait a minute. Right, yes. Go in there. Clifftown! Oh, Clifftown. You weird, slightly racist town. Slightly. But they're video game characters, so fuck it, who cares? Right? You know, I've never wanted to speedrun a game that I know. Like, probably the closest thing that I would ever do to a speedrun would be a Spyro speedrun. But like, I don't like doing glitches and stuff and having to figure that shit out. So like, I might be able to do it. I like to keep the knowledge of knowing where everything is, basically. Well, generally, at least. Oh, there he is. Damn it. There we go. It's glitchless, though. I know. But, like, the thing about it is, I'm in the video game for having fun and taking my time. Not for going as fast as I can and competing. It's another form of competition that I just don't do. I wouldn't like. Oops. I wouldn't like. It's okay. I'll get that dragon in a second, don't worry. Was that a peach? It looked like a peach. What?
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns,
That should be.
That's what I've been doing this whole game. Spyro, you should know this shit. By the way, there are 80 dragons in total. Just letting you know. It was probably just a yellow gem or something that you saw. Not much of a fan of speedruns either. Yeah, like, I understand the appeal of watching them. You know, seeing somebody play the game really well and getting everything, if they do even get everything, or they just complete it. It depends on the speedrun, of course. I understand the appeal. I just, you know, it was a peach. I just, I don't know. I like taking my time. I like figuring it out. I like getting everything in a game without having worried that I need to go fast, you know? And, I'm not knocking speedruns or anything, you know? If you want to do a speedrun and stuff, go fucking for it. Like, be the best you can be at it. But, I personally believe that if you, like... if you're just glitching a game, it kind of ruins the game, doesn't it? I mean, you're using a glitch that you can take advantage of to do the game, of course. And that's fine, it's part of the game, you know, I get that. But you just kind of, you know, you're ruining your own... you're ruining the game. A little bit, I don't know. That's just my take on it. It's just my take. You don't need to worry about it. If you don't want to, you know.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
That's to tell kids, yo, you can go there. 'Cause it's true. There have been a number of times when I was a kid where I got used to Spyro 2 and 3 so much that I would try to hover at the end and immediately just plummet into my death. Because hover is plummet in this game. Come on, Sparks, pick it up. Ah! Dick. Ah! Dick. You guys have a really long range. I've never seen you fly out that far before. Weird.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind there.
So that one confused me as a kid, right? Because he's like, use that whirlwind over there. And he's, you know, vaguely points in the direction. This is the whirlwind he's talking about. You can just get up here. Fast? You can just get up here easily because the whirlwind just takes you back up. That's all he means. It's too vague. Come on, game designers. Oh, by the way, if you try to get out of here, there's a literal wall of energy. Never understood that. Just make an invisible wall. Alright. Here we go. That's all of that done. Whoa! Bouncy. And I can just go like... Oops. Oh, come on. You can do it. There we go. Also, when you get to the top here, it triggers a whirlwind up here. is just a little bit more treasure. And then I will get out of here. Oh. There we go. Let's get out of here. But yeah, this game shaped my enjoyment of collectathons from my childhood onward, because I super love collectathons now because of this Spyro 2 and Spyro 3. I didn't have a 64 as a kid, as